All right, so Diana, what do you think about this whole Viettrap situation, things of that nature?
Okay, so I had seen the clip.
Mm.
It looked crazy at first, but I think that you gotta not go off of like the first view, you know what I mean, and see it.
Okay,
Did you
that's
read the full
true.
statement?
I did
Did you
read
read
the
the
full
full statement?
statement. Did read it all.
You did?
Yep.
I did not. I didn't read hers.
Okay. Well, this is her
Let,
statement. You know what I mean?
Let me skim it real quick. There was an incident in
Yeah,
which a guy
skim
was
it.
harassing me and refusing to leave me alone. Via stepped in, pulled me aside, and asked if I needed help before I could respond. A friend of mine, who Viet had not met, attempted to intervene and de-escalate the situation. Viet mistook my friend for someone associated with the man who was bothering me. Okay, that makes sense. So the one that had his arm around her in that clip, right?
Had his
He's
arm
the
around her.
go back a little bit. Yeah, yeah.
Back here.
When it all went down.
Oh, when it all went down. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So look at this.
Okay. When it
So
all
let's see
went
if
down.
shit adds
So
up. You know what I'm saying?
it was over here. Okay, he pulled her. Okay.
Right. Okay, wait. Stop right there. Back. Okay, wait. Hold on.
Here. Is it you talking about this hand?
Uh, no. Yeah. See that hand?
Yeah.
So that's her friend's hand. That's around her right there.
Okay. Whose hand is this connected to?
So he thought that that was the guy that she said was harassing her earlier.
But whose hand was that?
Look
Because
at
I
it.
see
Can't
no
be.
other.
It can't be
That's
Tiff's hand
that's
because
Tiff's
it's on
hand.
her right. How is that Tiff's hand if it's on her right shoulder?
Well, he could. Viettrap could have a grasp of her arm, and it
Look
could
at
have her arm in
because look at
a position like this. You understand?
Because no, but POV it, like, how are you going to place your hand over your right shoulder like that? Like, I would like for you to
Well,
try it.
Viettrap could be like right this. Like if it's this POV, right? This POV,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm standing here, I'm like, yo, yeah, let's get lit. Viettrap grabs me like this. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Okay.
What's
Okay.
happening? What the fuck,
Okay.
dude? Seriously, fuck off. You know what I mean? Bang. That's basically
Okay.
what it would look like. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much. It looks like her arm is could be suspended, right there.
Yeah.
Now this arm to be wrapped around her, the man would have to be standing directly to her left. Right,
Yeah.
that's a fact right there. It has to be standing directly to her
Yeah.
left. And as we see as the clip goes on, this the white nigga in the back he's
Yeah.
very far behind. His arm cannot be that long.
Okay. I see. I see. I see.
You
I
know,
see.
the buddy
Yeah.
over here. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I mean, I see no. Let me check the buddy's hand.
I
Wait,
see that.
wait, it was him.
What?
Wait, no, they all had the same bracelet, right?
Oh, look at the bracelet. Look at the
Did they
bracelet.
wait? Did they
See,
all have the
motherfuckers are
same
calling me.
bracelet?
See, motherfuckers are calling me retarded and shit. Like, they need to relax.
The ring's not there. That's the club's bracelet.
Just
Okay.
zoom in. Zoom in. Zoom
Okay.
in.
I
Can you
can't
slow it
zoom in.
down?
I can slow it down though. Let's slow this down and make
Diana,
sure he
you
has
are
no
sped.
rings.
Like,
No,
I'm
it's
not
okay.
making
They're just
any.
rage baiting.
I'm not.
Yeah,
The
okay,
thing
I
is, I'm
see.
not
I
making any
see.
definitive
Okay,
claims.
I
Like,
see.
I'm
Okay, I
trying to
see.
look at things on both ends.
Right here, I see this girl, old girl over here, has a bracelet, and so does Buddy over here. They all have the
Okay.
same bracelets because it's just. I'm pretty sure it's like if you're 21, you get this bracelet. If you're not, you get this. You know, if real niggas have been to parties, if you haven't been to a party, bro, you know what I mean. That's how it goes down, y'all. All right,
Can
rings.
you
He does
can
have
you go
rings.
back a little bit and slow it down fully so we could see
Yeah.
like the whole
Let's see
thing?
here. Okay, so this hand has. It looks like I'm clocking how many rings? I'm clocking
It
a
does
ring
have a
on each
sleeve.
finger. Right here,
Yeah,
I'm
I think
clocking.
I think that's Tiff's. Yeah.
I'm
Go
clocking
back
a
a
ring on
little
each
bit
finger.
more.
Yeah, back a little more. I mean, there's really no views here.
Yeah.
Nothing really
Yeah.
going on here until he
Yeah. Yeah.
pulls her by her. You know, something. It looks like her arm. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's absolutely Tiff's arm right there. Because as you can see with the motion going in,
Yeah, I
bang,
see that.
you know, her shoulder, her elbow comes in first, and then her arm comes in, bumps right into Viettrap, and then it gets suspended. She's like, "Oh, what the fuck's happening? What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah. That's Tiff's hand
Yeah,
for sure. But I think
and
that also.
yeah,
Uh huh.
this
So what were we saying?
absolutely looks like her saying stop. If I'm a a lip reader,
But here's the thing. Yes, for sure. And I see that, but it does
yeah,
still make sense cuz I'm okay and I'm trying to just like balance it out both sides, right? In her statement she's saying that that was her friend she was talking to, right?
yes.
And Viet mistake whatever it is for mistook him from being the one that was harassing her, right?
Well, he mistook him for being an associate of the person that was harassing her, not the
Oh,
not the
sure, sure,
person.
sure. Sure. But it's actually Tiff's friend who was completely innocent, right?
Yeah, that's true. Completely innocent. Buddy, you got
Diana,
punched.
you a lawyer? Diana, you a lawyer now? I declared pre-law as my undergrad. Fucker, numbnuts.
All right, don't get
Bitch
race
ass.
baited now.
No.
Whoa! Throw the fucking case out the window. All right, so we're gonna throw this case out the fucking window because there's been tampering, there's been perjury, and there's been a lot of shit going on. All right.
Okay.
We're throwing this case out the window. I'm gonna let that be known.
I'm cool with Tiff too.
We need 5-minute recess. We need a 5-minute
Wait, stop.
recess. This
But
is a
stop.
mistrial. This is a
No, but
fucking mistrial.
stop.
Okay.
No, but stop. You need to relax.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Let me relax.
Because I have two things to say about this. First of all, I don't condone any hate farming on any end. So I think that whether this was going against somebody that I know or somebody that I don't know, right?
Yeah.
If I were called for my input on this, I would provide the same thing. The same exact thing.
Okay.
Also, so in any situation, right? I always, whenever there's people ganging up on one person, I'm always going to advocate for the person that is the small, like.
That's a slippery. That's a slippery slopes right there. That's a slippery slope. You know what I mean?
In what do you in
because,
what?
You know what I mean? Maybe you know what I mean. If you let's think about an example. EDP 445. Everyone on the internet was clowning on that nigga. Now you could have been that one person that's like, no guys, let's hear him out.
Okay.
You could have been that person, but should you have? Nah, I don't think so. You know what I mean? That's a good example.
But these are
right
no, but there are different instances because it's different depending on the situation. Because in this situation, we don't know exactly what happened because Tiff is out here herself saying shit, and based on her thing, she's saying that this didn't happen, right?
Yeah.
There's speculation on both ends.
Okay,
right?
So are you saying that Viettrap's a hero?
I don't know. We don't know, and the thing is we're supposed to be looking at something objectively.
That's
right?
true. That's true because we don't know. We don't know what goes on off the cameras. We don't know if Viettrap has slain dragons or some shit. We don't know. He could be a hero.
Are we like? Was I not brought in to look at the facts objectively?
Facts. You were. You were brought in as objective counsel. True.
Right. So I can't say one way or the other yet because we're still reviewing shit. Right.
Okay. True. True.
So
that's true. That's true. Okay, continue.
Also,
continue on your
at the same time, how are you over here saying, I think DDG is 100% innocent, but here you won't even spend longer than 5 minutes looking at another point of view?
Well, because I haven't seen DDT grab Halle Berry by her fucking thing, scream in her face in multiple clips, push her in another clip where she says, ow, bumps into the cameraman, hits her head into the cameraman, you know what I mean?
But
I haven't seen DDT do any of that.
But are you...
And I've looked for it. I've looked for it. I know there's no videos, you know what I mean?
But are you looking at this with that lens, wanting to see that? Because like what I was watching in your stream, you played it back and said, did she not just say this? It's a muted stream. You don't know what she said because there's a whole statement where she's saying what happened.
I also said I'm not a lip reader, and you know what I mean? That's just my interpretation of it. You know what I mean?
You have 1,000 people.
Well, yeah, but I didn't say I didn't say I'm not really hate farming. I'm just saying what I'm seeing. And Diana, I'm never gonna be the person to fence it. I'm never gonna be like, I don't really know, so let me not give my opinion. I tell niggas, this is my opinion 100%. If you don't fuck with my opinion, then call me a fucking moron and go on with your day.
That's totally fine. No, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. But that's not the point that I was making. I wasn't making a point saying that you can't say that, but my point was saying that your evidence based off of that could be a little bit biased, that you were looking through a biased lens. You understand?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean? This is all just, I'm not a lip reader. I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not this, I'm not that. But this is just what I'm seeing. I'm saying, you know what I mean? It's not, whenever I said, you know what I mean? It kind of looks like she's saying stop or whatever. I say, you know what I mean? That's not verified. That's just what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. It's, you know what I mean? I got my right to get my opinion, like just like everyone else. Facts or no?
And like I said, I would like to give mine too and everything. I think that just because somebody doesn't agree with you doesn't mean you should boot them from a call. I mean, you can do that if you want, but
I was never gonna do that. I was never gonna do that.
You were gonna do that.
When was I gonna do that? I never even opened up the Discord. I never opened it up. When was I gonna do that? I never was gonna do that. You hate farming me?
I'm not.
Okay. All right.
I think the reason why I'm extra passionate about defending a side that's not hurt is because I've experienced it though. So
Okay.
I think a lot of people here saying like that it's like, oh, why is she defending him so heavy? It's like a lot of them in the chat don't know how it feels to have like something placed on you like that.
Okay, that's true, but you know what I mean. If you look at an objective, you know what I mean.
Motherfuckers take one pre-law class. Like, I guess I'm not in college for that shit. All right.
You just getting rage faded. All right, listen. If we both looking at this objectively, right? All right, and this is not even all the conclusive evidence. You know what I mean? Because there was another clip from earlier that night, or maybe another night, where you know what I mean, there was a lot more to it, which gave me more context. But if we just look at this clip objectively, now does this not look like, you know what I mean, what you think, you know, what I'm thinking here? Yanks her over, screams in her face. When she said he asked, "Are you okay?" Now is that? I mean, you know what I mean? I don't know. And then he thinks that this guy is an associate of one of the other guys that was harassing her, which
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know if he's saying "Are you okay?" there, but maybe he's saying like, "Yo, I'm about to beat him up" or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
but the thing is, when he was this whole time, he wasn't looking nowhere near Buddy in the Blue. He was looking directly at her, and then Buddy in the Blue pushed him, and that's what got his attention. You know what I mean? And right here, whole time, eyes glued on Tiffanobi, not even looking towards Buddy in the Blue. And then Buddy in the Blue puts his hand on him, bang, he looks over here, does 0 damage with a fully cocked back punch. Didn't even know that was possible. He took off half the heart. You know what I mean? So, I mean, and it's like, you know what I mean? When, you know, you take an aggro. He took aggro from, you know, Viettrap. Because at that point, Viettrap probably would have, he grabbed the fuck out of her and pushed her. How is Diana arguing the other role? She being objective. You know what I mean? She being objective. But also.
Listen, in my opinion, and this is my opinion on anything, I think that you should never take a stance on any side unless you're able to argue both sides. So if right now you and I were to switch places, I would be able to argue the other side fully.
Okay,
with
that's
confidence.
true. But now that's true for you. But you know what I mean? For me, that's not really what I go by.
Because you should be able to know the other side's arguments fully, and if you don't, then you can't do that. Okay.
Let's switch places. All right.
Okay.
Let's switch places. All right. So basically, let me give my statement real quick. All right. Right here. Now, the hero, Viettrap, right?
Okay.
He's sitting here talking to Shorty. Hey, you know how to do a Riku dance? Yeah, it go like something like this and shit. Hold on. Is she getting harassed? Let me go save her. Boom! Come here! Are you okay? That's fine. He does that. That's all good. Right? He's like, are you okay? Making sure she's okay. He actually tries to do a heartbeat check on her. That's why he was, you know what I mean? That's why he kind of brought her over there. He's like, let me check her heart rate. Tries to check her heart rate. Buddy in the Blue tries to stop him. Boom. No damage. But
stop it with the "Are you okay, bro?"
There we go. That's how it goes. And then, okay, now give your point of view.
All right. Well, you have to argue with what my points rather instead of.
I gave my opening statement. I mean, he's a hero, very clearly.
Okay. What was he a hero of? Because from what it looked like, nothing was going on, and she was just talking with friends, right?
I mean, Buddy in the Blue is obviously harassing her.
What? What'd you just say?
She was, nigga, look at her opening statement, right? She was like, I was getting harassed and he saved me. And she also said he's never been abusive. So obviously he's good, right?
Just because she said he's never been abusive doesn't mean that that's the case, because a lot of the time...
Are you victim blaming?
I'm not victim blaming.
Because she's been a victim of abuse in the past. So, you know what I mean? I feel like you kind of blaming her and shit.
What part of what I said was victim blaming?
I mean, you saying like she lying, basically. You basically calling her a liar.
How?
You're saying
if you're a victim, you're not necessarily lying. You're afraid to tell the truth. If you're lying, that means that somebody made you afraid to tell the truth.
So you're saying that Viettrap is a fucking monster that is forcing her to lie on the internet about his abuse of her.
Which side are you on?
I don't even know whose side I'm on no more. I'm on my side.
We were supposed to switch.
Nah, I'm on my side now.
All right, so let me know.
Come on. I asked you a question. That's a good. I'm hitting you with the hard balls right now.
So we were supposed to switch, remember? Like I said, for me, I'm objective. So as of right now, because I haven't finished even reading the statement. You said that you were on the side of what? Defending which side?
I'm on the side of I'm not in the situation, so you know what I mean. I'm just gonna be doing my thing. You know what I mean. I'm on the side of YBG analyzing. You feel me? I'm on the side of analysm, observation, shit like that. You know what I mean?
The camera. Diana, you proving college is a scam.
I knew that
LMFA.
rage bait was gonna work, bro. That's a 9 out
I
of 10
guess.
right there, bro.
I guess.
It's a 9 out of 10 right there, bro. YBGW Anaheim. What does that mean? That's a 9 out of 10 rage bait, bro. You got her, bro. Good shit. Okay, come on. Now, I'm telling you. Okay, Diana, what is your final like opinion on this? Because from what I can see, this is very clearly, you know what I mean, Viettrap and her stories are not lining up. There's multiple instances of this, which is honestly, you know what I mean, sickening for me to watch, realistically. That I've seen multiple instances of Viettrap being, you know what I mean, a little bit more than a little bit aggressive with her and shit.
Yeah, I think definitely the aggression is not ideal for sure.
Okay. And so obviously her story and his story and what happened in the video don't match up. So
you gotta remove my VIP, by the way. Everyone's redeeming it. I don't want anyone to waste any more channel points. They do it every stream, by the way.
Man, you niggas are just not nice, are y'all, bro? Niggas are not nice, are y'all, bro?
Not gonna lie, Diana, stick to dancing. Like, you guys make fun of me every time I dance anyway, so I don't know what the fuck you're on.
Diana, they are rage baiting you. They want you to reply to them. And they said they're just PCs. They said they're PCs.
I'll respond
Diana,
to you guys no matter what you say. So hi.
And then you respond like, yeah. Like, bro, you're giving them
I'll respond to you guys no matter what you say. What's good? Glenn, what's up? Looping Shuffle. What's up, Ben? What's up, Jordans? What's up, Gingy? What's up? What's up, YBG Old School? Love you. What's up?
You're giving them what they want. You understand? All right? So it's okay. It's okay. You don't. So now.
Okay, so all I get for this situation.
Okay, so now, what is your final verdict? And taking into account that her statement and what happened in the video is not matched up. Now, my personally, what I'm saying, and you know what I mean. Hey, if I'm wrong, nigga. You know what I mean. The world won't end if I'm wrong, bro. I mean, and this is my opinion. YBG's opinion on this.
What's up, Danny Smells? I don't hate you.
May not be factual, bro. But what I'm seeing here is that she lying for him, right? Tiffanobi's lying for Viettrap to try and save his career because he is openly being very aggressive with her. And who knows the shit that's happening off camera. You know, that really...
Gingy, nice clip. That's a good one. Everyone's already seen it. Yeah, you could play it.
Okay,
nice.
Diana, now what is your opinion on it, Diana? Yo. All right, yo, Diana, yo. What is your opinion on this? Since you're the objective one, you're the devil's advocate. What is your opinion on this? Diana, you're getting rage baited. Hello?
Hi.
Forget about the rage bait. Give me your opinion on this.
Diana argues as well as she dances. Nice.
Diana, let's stay on topic here. All right.
Send a face pic, no smudge.
Yo, you're getting rage baited. You're getting rage. This is probably how it looks when I start arguing with my chat. Yo, you're getting rage baited. Stop reading the chat, Diana. Stop reading the chat, Diana. Diana, stop reading the chat. Nobody's saying this shit, by the way.
I guess nobody's saying this shit.
Diana. Look, they said keep reading. They're saying that. They want you. Yo, he wants you to get mad. Yo, this guy said, I'm loving this shit. You're fueling this nigga's, like, anger and rage that he has built up in his heart. Yo, you're fueling him, bro. Yo, Diana, just, yo, can I get your, you know what I mean, your statement on this?
Diana probably thinks she could get Diddy free.
All right, yo, Diana, can I get your statement? Can I get your statement on this, Diana? Please, Diana, please. Any statements would be, you know what I mean, appreciated and shit. On this. Since you know what I mean, you're being the objective one, you think, you know what I mean, you've been hate farmed plenty of times and shit. So, you know what I mean, if you want to come in, you know what I mean, come in, add a little
Yo,
bit of
Genji, we
context.
saw it. We saw it, Genji. We saw it.
Oh my god.
Like, what? Holy shit, we saw it.
Oh my god. Like, yo, wow. 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 Oh no. Rap, stop reading the chat, Diana. Stop reading the chat. Stop reading the chat, Diana. Please, Diana. They're trying to make you bad. They're trying their hardest to make you bad, Diana.
Yes, Raph, I read it. Raph, you can't be mean and chopped. You gotta pick a struggle.
Oh, fuck. Hold on. She started winning. Hold on, Raph. She started winning, bro. What the fuck? She gagged she clocked your shit, nigga. Oh shit. Oh.
Are you not a college dropout?
Fuck up, nigga. For once. Shut the fuck.
Shit. Damn, bro. I mean, bro, am I the bad guy? I don't know, bro. I don't check Discord DMs. All right, bro. What's going on? Look after the call. Why can't I look right now? No, this nigga's really blackballed now. What the fuck?
What happened?
No. This is unexplainable. Unexplainable. Come on.
What is it?
Nigga, this happened in my city, bro. Don't do it.
This is my friend.
Whoa.
Hey, put it down. No. Fuck you fucking motherfucker. It's all mother and off.
Riding the boat. I thought someone was riding the boat, bro. That's why I got scared. Nigga picked up the bottle and looked at it, bro. I thought someone was riding the boat, bro. Whew. That was a close one. All right, yeah, but Diana.
Wait, what happened?
Diana.
What happened?
Diana, I need you to stay focused. That's what I need you to do. Can you stay focused, Diana?
Yeah.
Okay. What, you know what I mean? What is your statement on all this? On the Viettrap, you know what I mean? Taking over. You ride them for 5 months, bro.
You said you had new evidence, no?
Nah, that's just this is just some extra shit. You know what I mean? Some extra shit. Yo, Yusuf, what's good, bro? What's good, bro? Anything
Data
that-
close chat, you're getting a little too heated and you're getting a little too cocky.
Alright. That's a good one. I like that. That's a good one right there. This is not a Viettrap clip, bro. How did you fake the link? Yo, Jordan's give it up 15 months, bro. Jordan's, I think your timer expired, bro. I don't like seeing your name with no badge. Okay, Diana. Can I get a statement? Can I get a statement, Diana? Why was you in a call with your girl? I am not in the call with my girl. I am in the call with my friend, Diana. Okay, Yusuf? Can you just, like, chill, my nigga? Can I get my VIP back? I got you, bro. Fuck it, I got you, bro. So you're a girl. Yo, Yusuf. Yo. I didn't want to say it, bro, but you're chopped. All right. I didn't want to be the bad guy. And yo, I was thinking it, but I didn't want to say it, bro. All right. I didn't want to be the bad guy, bro. Now I'm the bad guy. Congratulations. You made me the bad guy, bro. Congratulations, bro. I mean, we're all chopped, though. Y'all twins. All right. Yeah. I mean, we're all chopped, though. So it's nothing really wrong with that. Diana, can I get this statement real quick? Diana, I'm not gonna lie. Your beef with Raph has to be put off. You know what I mean? Your beef with Raph has to be put off. You gotta stop letting Raph rage bait you. You have to. You have to. You have to. Because Raph is just a rage baiter. You know what I mean? Raph will rage bait if you let him. You just can't let him rage bait. That's it. That's it.
I'm knowing they call that shit tiny man syndrome or something.
Oh, okay. You got his bitch ass, though. You low-key got his bitch ass, though. You, Diana, just listen. Oh, shit. I mean, Raph, she did get your bitch ass, though. She did get your bitch ass, though. Okay, what is this? Oh, I wonder what this is. I wonder, bro. I fucking wonder, bro. Kai Cenat called you chopped. Yeah, that's not Kai Cenat, bro. Hello, lady. All right, Diana. Can you stay focused, or are you go? Do you want to just argue with Raph? Because I can add Raph to the call. Y'all can argue. You know, what I mean, we get that shit out the way. If you want,
I'm good off that.
You good off that word? That's just like, bro. Everyone has that. Yo, Atlantic with the 5 fucking gifted, bro. And then look at how they all celebrate when one bad clip comes in, bro. Which is not even a bad clip, realistically, bro. It's not even a bad clip, bro. Yo, all right, Diana, can I please get a statement on what you think about this? Because Atlantic Think with a 5 gifted once again, bro. Because you know what I mean. This shit. You know what I mean? You were offering a lot of good points. A lot of good points.
I guess.
Yeah.
You guys did not fuck with any of my points.
I mean, no. I was fucking with some of your points. You was giving a lot of good points. And you was, you know what I mean? You was doing your thing. So can I get a statement on this, please? I've asked for a statement for like 20 minutes now. You feel me?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Anything that I say, you guys are. No one's gonna.
Diana, no. I take you serious, Diana. I will. If the chat is saying they're not gonna take you serious, but that's just rage bait. That's just rage bait. You understand?
I guess.
We will take you serious. Type 1 if you'll take her serious. Type 2 if you won't. There y'all go.
Bro.
I want to see one. I'm seeing ones. There you go, Raph. There you go, Raph. I'm seeing hella ones.
Diana, who are you not voting for? Oh, no, that was a good one.
Diana.
What?
Can we stay on topic here? I'm not Slick Risen. Shut up. All right. Okay. Can we get down to it? Can we get down back to where we were? Because we were, you know what I mean? We were at a great pace. We were at a great pace, Diana. Can we get back to it?
Diana,
Diana, my Riz not slick. Diana, you and Angle Beats got something going on?
What do you mean?
I mean, Angle Beats just said Diana, my Riz not slick, so. I mean, so. Shit,
I don't know.
What that mean? Okay. All right, Diana, can I get a statement, please? Just like, yo, just random clips, bro. Random clips, you know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Come on. Let's stay on topic. All right, Diana. Now I'm gonna reiterate again, Diana. I'm gonna reiterate again. This is Tiffanovi's statement, which doesn't line up with the happened in the video. Can I please get a statement? Your statement on that?
I'm reading it. I'm finishing reading it.
Okay.
Oh, wait, go back to it.
Yep. There you go.
She has like 10 clips of her being a piece of shit. Nah, yeah.
You don't need to read the chat no more. Okay? You don't need to read the chat no more. You don't need to.
Are you a Kamala? Are you a Kamala or?
This is okay, and I can show
She
this
said she's a
book.
survivor
This was
of
so
past abuse.
old, bro.
Brother can't even say her name.
This is so old. And bro, she already explained. Wow, bro. Look at the hate, bro. Look at the hate. But then, you know what I mean? See, she made it past that, bro. That was like, what, a year ago? Come on, bro. We made it past that, bro. All right, Diana, can you please, Diana?
Pull her shit back up.
Okay. Pull her shit back up. Dang. Here we go.
Raph, shut the fuck up. Holy shit.
Uh-oh. 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 Okay, Raph, bro, be serious. You should probably stop talking right about now. Not joking no more, all right? All right, I'm gonna give you time to go ahead and read this.
She said that she's a survivor of past abuse and have been diagnosed with severe PTSD because of it. Spreading false claims about abusing people is really harmful and inappropriate.
Yeah.
You don't think that part's real?
Nah, I think this is just maybe her trying to look out for Viettrap because she doesn't want his career to end here. You know what I mean? Because they're still dating.
Mm-hmm. Damn,
So,
to that extent.
what's your take on this?
You think to that extent though about like lying about what's it called? Lying about being a victim of abuse?
I never said she was lying about being a victim of abuse in the past. Never said that. But I think she is lying to cover up a little bit because she doesn't, you know, I mean, obviously I think this is the only part maybe she didn't lie about in the statement. You understand?
Okay. But I think if she were a victim of abuse, don't you think that, I mean, this is like a serious topic to her to where, like, I don't know, she wouldn't lie about the rest, don't you think?
Yeah, I understand that. But, you know, you said it yourself that, you know what I mean, she is gonna, you know, with the person she's obviously dating, she's gonna, you know what I mean, try to soften the blow because she doesn't want him. Because, like, this could really just cancel him off the face of the internet.
Bro, holy shit! Your chat is is full of dick riders. Like,
Okay.
if I because listen, if I properly defend it, you guys are gonna be like, holy shit, she has a crush on Viettrap. They're saying, but if I don't defend it well enough, they're gonna say like, oh my god, college is such a fucking scam. Is she on like online school or something like that? Like, I don't understand.
Okay, I understand that, but they look at the emote they're spamming. They are rage baiting you no matter what you say. And that's why I asked you to stop reading the chat and just tell me because I want to know what your opinion on this.
No, because after the call, I'm already like, I'm still gonna be reading the chat after the call. I'm gonna go back, so it's like I'm already knowing. Like it's like the reason I'll stop because it's like the reason I get on the call is because I don't like seeing other people hate farm. I really don't. And so I see one end of something, and I'm like, I would give my input on something because I don't think it's fair unless something's been proven. It's literally the way that any sort of court of law works is innocent until proven guilty. We don't have any sort of definitive evidence against him saying that he is guilty. So to have 1,000 people in this chat, along with 1 million people on Twitter and counting.
Okay, but Diana, he doesn't need to go on video and say, yes, I beat up my girlfriend.
That's not what he needs to do. That's not what he needs to do.
Obviously, he doesn't
I'm
need
not
to
saying
say
that's what he needs to do.
But we're watching the video, you know what I mean? There's multiple videos, and it's just like, you know what I mean? He's...
But listen, based off of the one video that I seen, right? And there's the one, like, okay, the one clip that there was, and the statement, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a very biased perspective that I was hearing, and a lot of hate for him. Like, you can only imagine the kind of things that he's getting.
Okay, but it all... I'm not saying, like, maybe he hits her with a 1-2 punch off stream. I'm not saying that. But what I'm seeing in this clip, you know what I mean? Maybe some people deserve a little bit of hate farming. Is that the craziest shit to say? You know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking this guy is unhinged. This guy is, you know what I mean? What he's doing is unhinged. This is, like, out of line shit. If I was it, I wouldn't want him to just, you know what I mean, wake up tomorrow and have people in his DM saying, Viettrap, you're my hero, you're my idol. You know what I mean? Yo, what is that? Okay, but yeah, I wouldn't want him to. I would maybe want him to check his phone and be like, "Yo, Viettrap, you're a piece of shit." I want him to maybe read that. You know what I mean? So even though, you know what I mean, I get it. You want to defend someone who has all of the you want to defend someone who has all the hate on him right now. But sometimes people don't really deserve to be defended, realistically. And I know you've been hate farmed, so you want to jump in to defend. And I know it's hard to do that, hard to speak your truth when the entire chat is trying to make you mad. I know. But you know what I mean? We gotta stay, you know what I mean, we gotta stay solid here. We gotta stay solid here. You know what I mean?
The thing is it's
You fat
it's
bitch,
not
you need to
even
shut the
like,
fuck
and I understand what you're saying, where it's like there's been other clips, there's been other this and that. Like, it's a double standard also though as well, because it's like the same shit is going on with DDG and Halle Bailey or whatever the fuck,
Yes,
right?
but there's
And people
there's
are,
not a video. You know what I mean?
maybe there's not a video, but there's a whole case.
Okay, and if there was just
There would not be.
if there was just statements surrounding Viettrap and no video, guess what? I wouldn't be live saying all this shit right now. You understand that? You know what I mean? That's why. And there's a lot of people hating on DDG. There's a lot of people calling him an abuser. There's a lot of people saying that. You know what I mean? It's not like, you know what I mean? And the reason why I'm not jumping on DDG is because I don't see a video of him grabbing Halle Berry by the arm, ripping her Tim, screaming in her face, and then boxing her friend. You know what I mean? There's no video of that. There's no video of that.
Bird brain.
And if
yeah,
if I saw that video, then, you know, obviously I would, you know, I would be against DDG if I saw that, but I didn't see it. You know what I mean? You understand where I'm coming from, Diet?
Yo, K Bills, I wasn't calling anyone a bird brain. I was reading the chat that was calling me a bird brain.
Okay. Diana.
I don't call people bird
Diana,
brains.
they are trying to make you angry on purpose. You understand this, right?
Boxer, I've seen your comment the first 4 times. I think the 5th time was not necessary.
Okay. They ask you for your opinion on Diddy for some reason. Free Diddy. All right.
I'm the type of nigga, I'll swallow your fine nigga.
Okay, Diana. I appreciate where you're coming from with this because you're giving me an opinion that I haven't heard yet. You know what I mean? That's why I want to keep hearing you out. You know what I mean? But if you keep just talking to the chat, arguing with them, then we're never going to get anywhere in this discussion. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know, we got to just stay on topic. You know what I mean? Forget about the chat. And I get it. You're going to look at it later. But even if you look at it later, you know what I mean? Just understand all they want to do is make you mad. Now, everyone in the chat say, I'm sorry, Diana. Go ahead, y'all.
No, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that.
It's okay. I want to.
No, I'm serious.
Don't y'all say no to me. Don't you fucking say no to me. Yep, right now. All right? Say, I'm sorry, Diana, right now. All right, good boys. There y'all go. There y'all go. There we go. See? They are just trying to make you mad, all right? They're just trying to make you mad. And look, when it goes a little too far, what do they say? I'm sorry. They say, I'm sorry. There we go. And there's some love in the chat, you know what I mean? Lots of people showing love and shit. There we go, Diana. There we go. I'm sorry for myself. Hey, that was what Illuminati said. W Diana L Sunny. That's what I like to see, bro. That's what I like to fucking see, bro. W Diana.
No, not
L.
El Sunny. Not El Sunny.
Nah, yeah. You and Sunny friends. I seen you reply to her
I just
tweet.
want to say from the bottom of my heart,
What do
I'd
you
like to take
mean?
this chance to apologize
To absolutely nobody.
All right. W Mira, get W Mira's on my chat real quick. All right, but Diana, yeah. So can we continue our discussions, or would you like to address some people in the chat still?
Chill.
Excuse me.
Said chill.
Okay. All right. Let's All right. Wrong option. That wasn't one of the options, but you know what I mean. I fought with it. All right, Diana. Anything you want to say?
That's a
about-
beautiful drawing.
Anything you want to say about this whole, you know what I mean? This whole thing, this whole crazy situation. Any last? I mean, any arguments to be made?
I think that it was a muted clip. None of us were able to see like the exact thing that went down. I don't know. I feel like anything that I say, I know it's like people are gonna like clip the shit, and so it's like I'm only here like trying to. I don't even know.
Okay. I know. I understand what you're trying to do because you see people get hate farms and it's like you immediately want to jump to defense. I understand.
I do.
That. I understand
That's
that.
exactly.
Yeah, and you know me, whenever I see an underdog, fuck it. I think I want to bet on them. You know what I mean? I want that underdog to win. But in this situation, I'm not, you know what I mean, I'm definitely not going to be betting on Viettrap. Definitely not.
No, I understand. I think that's definitely. I mean, it's a common like. I don't know. I do it every time. I think anytime I see any sort of hate farm, like I will do that, and it's not me trying to be any sort of hero. It's really not. It's just because it's. I mean, I'm sure. Have you experienced it before, like being hate farmed? I think anybody can agree. Like that's.
Of course.
I don't know. Whatever. Everybody's spamming X, so never mind. I guess.
No.
But I think
That was it. That was someone sent me a joke. Someone sent me a joke of them pressing X, and that's why they're saying X. And I've been hate farm before. Everyone's seen hate farm. Everyone's, you know what I mean? Not everyone in the chat's been hate farm, but every streamer, we've all been hate farm, especially Raph. And that's why Raph loves to hate farm other people as a joke, obviously.
Yeah, so I'm the opposite where like because I've experienced it rather than doing it to other people, I would never wish that upon anybody because I think everybody can agree that it's a trend to do that to me. And so I rather than seeing it happen and just sitting there and being like, yeah, I agree for sure, I'm going to just try and make sure that it doesn't happen. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, but
Classic
listen,
Diana crying. I guess I'm crying.
No,
I guess
but
I'm
listen,
crying.
Diana, listen.
See, and that's another thing too. Anytime I say anything, anytime I'm serious, people say she's crying, she's crying, she's crying. I'm not.
Okay, listen, Diana. You have to understand, back in the day, when we used to play games with Raph, you know what I mean? They would always say 2 words. Kick Raph. They say that every 2 seconds. And Raph was basically the punching bag of the community for pretty much his whole life. He's just always been a bit of a punching bag, you know? And so basically everyone used to say, I got nothing, which was when he got on this IRL date. And he was like, he said to her, I got nothing. I don't know what to say to you. And everyone started clowning him. Everyone was saying kick Rav. And that's why he's so comfortable jokingly hate farming people. But he obviously doing it to just people who, you know what I mean, not people who are actually gonna get hate farmed. Just you know what I mean? Just for fun. He just does it for fun. He's harmless. Raph is harmless.
Okay, not too much now, bitch. Not too much now.
Raph's a sweet little gumdrop. That's all you gotta understand. And everyone in the chat, that's how I see them. I see them as sweet little gumdrops that are just trying to make me mad. And if I don't get mad, then I win, Diana. That's how we gotta think of it, alright? Oh. Yo. Still there?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah. That's all you gotta do. Basically, all you gotta just pretty much think, you know, they're just trying to make me mad. But you know, they're harmless. They're harmless. That's it. You know
For
what I mean?
sure.
Diana? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How you been though, Diana? You been streaming and shit? I've been peeping. I've been tapping it a little bit. You know what I mean?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't. I don't. I'm not trying. I really was not trying to make this like a me thing. I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry.
What do you mean? What you mean a you thing? What do you mean? I'm not risen, bro. Relax, y'all. But yeah, nah. So anything else you want to say? You know what I mean, to the chat about the thing, about the Viettrap shit.
No. Not right now.
Okay. All right. Well, what time is it? 9:30 for you. Shit.
9:30. I'm not trying to guilt trip. I was trying to avoid a YBG Diana extra long cutscene for you guys.
No,
Because I could
it's
have said, "Oh, I'm doing well. How are you?" I could have gone into
Diana.
it, but
They
I
love you, Diana. They love you.
they don't. They don't. They don't.
Yes, they
It's
do.
just-
They're trolling because you're gonna give them a reaction. You understand? They're trolling you because they want you to react, and that's why they actually secretly love you, but they won't admit that. Understand? It's the same old cycle. Happens every time. Come on. They love you, Diana. I dead ass fuck with Diana. All right. W Marlin too. Pretty natural. You met Marlin, Diana?
Yeah.
Oof. Am I right?
What?
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to you later though, Diana. All right.
All right.
See you later.
Bye.
Ah, you guys are such jerks, bro. You guys are such jerks. Oh my god. Look at these guys, bro. You guys are such assholes.